Jake's heart raced as he slipped the ancient VHS tape into the player. His parents were out for the evening, and he knew this was his only chance. For weeks, he'd listened to his classmates whisper about the terrifying film, the one with the possessed girl and the priests, the one his parents had expressly forbidden him to watch. As the opening credits rolled, Jake settled into the couch, a bowl of popcorn clutched tightly in his lap. The house creaked around him, but he paid it no mind, eyes fixed on the screen. At first, it wasn't so bad, just a lot of talking, some weird noises. But then, the girl's face began to change. Her eyes rolled back, her skin grew pale and veined. Jack's popcorn lay forgotten as he watched, transfixed by the horror unfolding before him. By the time the credits rolled, Jake was drenched in cold sweat. He fumbled with the remote, desperately to turn off the TV and erase what he had seen. But the image of the girl, contorted, speaking in that guttural voice, was seared into his mind. That night, sleep eluded him. Every shadow in his room seemed to move, every creak of the house a demonic whisper. He pulled the covers over his head, praying for morning. Days passed, but Jake couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. At school, he jumped at every sudden noise. At home, he avoided the basement, convinced something lurked in its depths. One night, a week after his forbidden viewing, Jake woke to a scratching sound. His eyes darted to the closet where two pinpricks of light seemed to gleam in the darkness. A low growl emanated from within. Paralyzed with fear, Jake watched as the closet door slowly began to open. His scream brought his parents running. They found him huddled in the corner, babbling about demons and possession. The closet, of course, was empty, save for Jack's guilty conscience and overactive imagination. As his mother held him, Jake confessed everything through his tears. His father sighed, shaking his head. "This is why we told you not to watch it, son. Some things once seen can't be unseen." Jake nodded, finally understanding. But as his parents left the room, he couldn't help but glance back at the closet. For a moment, he could have sworn he saw something move in the shadows. Something with gleaming eyes and a wicked grin. He told himself it was just his imagination. He had to believe that, because the alternative was too terrifying to consider.